Hello friends, today we are going to solve this problem, Utopian tree. Let's try to understand the problem statement. The Utopian tree goes through two cycles of growth every year. Okay, each spring it doubles in height. Each summer its height increases by 1 meter. Utopian tree sapling with a height of 1 meter is planted at the onset of spring. In spring, it will double. Fine. How tall will be the tree be after nth growth cycle? Okay. For example, number of growth cycle is n5. The calculation are as follows. Period 0, height is 1. Then in 1, height is 2. In 2, height is 3. Okay. Here it is doubled and here it is incremented by value 1. Okay, in third period it will be doubled. In fourth period it will be plus 1, right? Previous plus 1. Then in fifth period it is again doubled, means doubled plus 1, doubled plus 1, like that. So let's look into this period. We will get some clue. If you observe, in every even period we are just adding plus 1, right? In every odd period it is doubling. Okay, it is very simple to implement. This is the logic. Whenever period is even, at that time just add plus with the previous period. Okay, if period is odd, then just double the height. That's it. I think we are good to write the code. It is not that much of difficult. So let's try it first. If you are facing any issue, then we will look into other things. Okay, in the beginning, period is 0. Let's declare it. Period 0, and another variable is there, that is height. Height is also 0. Let's say. Now we have to do a iteration, because from 0, if you do not know 0's height, in period 0 what was the height, we cannot calculate what is the height in n. Let's say n is passed as 4. So at this point of time, what will be the height? That depends upon height of 3. Again, 3's height depends upon 2. 2's height depends upon 1, period 1. And once period 1's height depends upon period 0. That's why we have to, anyway, we have to use a loop. Inside the loop, let's begin with the period equals to 0, and period will vary from what? Period will vary from 0 to n, right? So we have to consider n, because here this n is represented. Let me to check function description, intend the number of growth cycle to simulate. That's fine. So we have to consider n. After that, plus period. In each iteration, what we have to do, we have to check if period is even or odd. Depending upon that, we can decide, right? If period is even, then we can check it like this, right? Percentile 2 equals to 0. If it is even, then what to do? In case of even 4, here see 6 plus 1, 7. That means we have to add the previous height. Okay, so height will become what? Height will become height, previous height plus 1. But in case of otherwise, if it is odd, then we can do a height multiplication with 2, right? It will be doubled. That's it. Let's return the height. Now let's run the code and test if it is working or not. Great. Now run all the test cases. Wow, 9 test cases are there. Okay. Great. All the test cases are working fine. Now if you want to reduce lines of code, then we can use ternary operator. We can say here what we are doing. We are changing the height depending upon the condition. Let's say height equals to, condition is what? This, right? This, if this is true, At that time we are just saying height equals to height plus 1, right? Here it will become height plus 1. Otherwise height multiplication with 2 to do the double. Now let's comment it out, run the code. Yes, everything is fine. One more observation is, now here period is already initialized, we can remove it from here, or otherwise we don't need this variable at all. Now let's again run the code. Yes, great. Now submit the code. Let's see how it goes. Yes, all the test cases are working fine. I hope you understood this problem. This is very simple problem. If you know for loop, then easily you can, for and modulo operator, then easily anyone can do this problem. I hope you understood this and enjoyed it. Thank you. See you soon. Bye.